Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do the newbie to AuthorTube tag. This tag was started by JennaTheDarkOne. I will leave a link to her channel below. I actually got this tag from Trynda E. Adair. I think I'm saying your name right, I'm so sorry if I'm not, but I know it's kind of late because I've been posting for a few weeks now, but I love doing these things. They're always a lot of fun, so here we go. Question number 1, how did you find out about AuthorTube? Honestly, by accident. I stumbled upon one of Jenna Moressi's videos. I think it was like top 10 worst YA female protagonists video. And from there, I just kind of stumbled into a rabbit hole. I found Francina Simone and Kristen Martin and Between Chapters and Tasha Y. Miller, and I mean it just snowballed from there. Question number 2, what genres do you write in? Right now I'm writing a YA fantasy novel, but I do like to dabble in other genres. I have written in other genres. I've written in romance, I've written in mystery, I've written in thriller. I really want to write a sci-fi sometime. I actually already have an idea for it. But as of right now, for my debut novel, I am writing a fantasy. Number 3, what is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story? So I typically tend to write in the third person limited past tense. As far as the category of story, right now, like I said, I am writing a YA novel, but I have in the past written adult, I don't know if you could call it, yeah, I guess short stories. And I have written in the second person. I've actually written in the second person quite a bit. As far as first person, I have written, I think 1 or 2 stories, maybe 3, in the first person, but always past tense. My POV is the only thing that changes, but past tense has always been my preferred method of writing. Number 4, are you a plotter, pantser, or plantser? I would consider myself primarily pantser, but I do outline a little bit. So I'd probably say I'm categorized as a plantser. I'm probably like 80% pantser, 20% plotter. Number 5, are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? I am yet to be published, though I haven't done a ton of research on it yet, but I am. The little research that I have done, it's making me lean a little bit more towards self-publishing, but I haven't made a final decision yet. Number 6, what publishing company, literary agent, or printing company do you use? If you're not yet published, what is your dream publishing house and or literary agent? I don't know very many publishing houses, to be perfectly honest with you. Like I said, I've really just done some preliminary research on both traditional publishing and self-publishing, but I am leaning more towards self-publishing, so I don't really have a dream literary agent or publishing house in mind as of now. Number 7, what AuthorTube related videos can we expect to see on your channel? Probably some tag videos, though I'm gonna try not to do too many because I'd like to get some original content out there. Some writing tips. I'll probably also be giving updates on the progress of my first novel as I continue to write it and going into the editing phase and the beta reader phase, etc., publishing, yada yada. Number 8, when did you start writing? I think I was about 13 or 14 when I started writing. 9, what was the first thing that you ever wrote? I honestly don't remember. I do remember that it was more than likely a fanfic. Number 10, what authors have inspired your writing the most? I really admire Ernest Hemingway's writing style. So I'd probably say Ernest Hemingway. J.K. Rowling, I think, is a beautiful, beautiful writer and storyteller. Mary Shelley, specifically Frankenstein. I have never read anything else by Mary Shelley. I have read Frankenstein, and that story just absolutely blew me away. I love the way that she constructs sentences, and I love her use of words, and just the way that she unfolds, you know, someone's background and someone's story. It was just beautifully done. Number 11, do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to it whenever you have the time? I don't necessarily schedule my writing sessions, but I do kind of work them around my son's schedule. He's usually in class at school from about 8 o'clock or 8:15ish to 11:30 when he gets home. So if I have the time in that window, because that's usually when I shoot my videos and do the house chores. But if I do have time before he gets home, usually a little more than a half hour at least, then I will do some writing. Mostly though, I do it at night after he goes to bed. And sometimes when he takes a nap, I'll take out my laptop and get some writing in, because he usually naps for about an hour and a half or 2 hours typically. So I don't necessarily schedule them, but I do tailor them to my son's schedule so that I can, perform my motherly duties and do that. Now, there are some days that my husband is off, so I can kind of lock myself away and get, some writing done for a good 3 or 4 hours without interruption. But most of the time I schedule it around my son because my husband works. Number 12, do you type on a computer, typewriter, write everything out by hand, or a blend of those? And where do you write in general? I usually will type on my computer. If I'm not able to get the words out, then I will switch to handwritten, longhand. So I think I would say that I use a blend of those. I have actually wanted to get a typewriter for a little bit now. I don't really know why, because when I type, there's typos and misspellings all the time, and that would drive me absolutely bonkers. But I do think it's really, really cool to have a typewriter because, back before there were computers, that's how novelists wrote their books. They wrote it out longhand, and then they would transcribe it using a typewriter. So I would like to have one. I don't know that I want to spend a ton of money on one because I've never really used one. I think I've used one a couple of times a long, long time ago because my mom had one. But again, I don't know how I would do with one. It would take some practice, that's for sure. As far as where I write in general, typically I'll sit right there on the couch. I'll just kind of, spread out long ways on it and have my laptop on my lap and just go. Sometimes I'd like to try writing in our bedroom, in bed, because I like to be comfortable when I'm writing. I just notice that it helps me flow better. Very rarely will I write at my desk, but sometimes I do. Mostly though, I write right there on the couch. And lastly, number 13, what are you most looking forward to now that you're a part of AuthorTube? Honestly, I think connecting with other writers, other authors. Most of the writers that I know I've connected with through Tumblr, through the SVU fandom. So I don't know very many writers, in general that don't write in a fandom, that just, write solely original stories. So I think that'll be, a lot of, just a lot of fun and really great to meet other writers, maybe even some writers in my area. And also I'm super excited to connect with some readers. I'm a book reader myself, so, I think it'll just be really great to meet other people and, talk about books, talk about writing and all that great fun stuff. And that's it, guys. I don't know how many fellow authors are subscribed to my channel, but I will leave all of the questions down below. And I will also leave a link for JennaTheDarkOne's original video. Also, I will leave a link for Trynda E. Adair's video. If you enjoyed the content today, please give me a thumbs up as it helps my videos to be seen by other people. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button on your way out. Please feel free to say hi in the comments below. I would love to get to know you guys and meet you all. And have a great day. Happy Wednesday. Have an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you next time.